Hey, how's it going everyone? In this video, we have a lot of news to cover today, including MJF and Tony Khan getting into a very heated argument and a whole lot more. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling news. AEW Rampage hits an all-time low in the ratings. Just a few weeks ago, AEW drew their worst numbers for Rampage in the history of the show. And although many fans blamed the poor ratings to college basketball and the different time in which the show aired, it looks like the ratings for last Friday's episode of Rampage saw another massive drop yet again. Because according to Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics, last Friday's episode of AEW Rampage drew 425,000 viewers and a .14 in the key demo rating, making it the worst numbers in the show's history, airing in their normal time slot. Main event for Night 1 of WrestleMania 38 revealed. Over the past few days, there has been quite a bit of confusion in regards to what will be the main event for Night 1 of WrestleMania 38. Well, now it looks like the main event for this Saturday has been revealed, because according to Reddit insider Kermit125, who has broken several big stories over the last few months, has stated that the SmackDown Women's Championship match between Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey will not be closing Night 1 of WrestleMania 38. Instead, it will be the Kevin Owens and Stone Cold Steve Austin segment that will main event Night 1 of the show of shows. MJF and Tony Khan got into a very heated argument. Although MJF is undoubtedly one of AEW's top stars and someone who is looked as the future of the company, that still does not mean that he can say or do whatever he wants without the approval of Tony Khan. Because according to a new report from Fightful.com, Tony Khan and MJF got into a very heated discussion over the weekend, which ended with both men frustrated, because the main issue was that MJF did not get the approval from AEW to do a recent interview with Ariel Helwani where he talked about his contract status, hearing from people in WWE, and also putting over Bruce Pritchard. Sources also stated that they believe the subject matter discussed in the interview wouldn't have been a problem if it had been approved by AEW's PR team. So it looks like we will have to wait and see if MJF will be reprimanded for doing an interview which was not approved by AEW. So now guys, I want to give you my thoughts and opinions on all of the topics that we discussed today, starting off with our first topic of the ratings for last Friday's episode of AEW Rampage. And according to Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics, last Friday's episode of Rampage drew 425,000 viewers and a .14 in the key demo rating, making it the worst numbers in the show's history, airing in their normal time slot. And just a few weeks ago, AEW Rampage aired at a different time, a few hours, I think, ahead. And they drew very bad numbers. I think they hit like 300,000 viewers, which was very bad. And now that they returned to their normal time slot, 7 p.m., I believe, they drew 425,000 viewers. So pretty much over the past few weeks, there has been a massive decline in the ratings for Rampage. Moving over to our second topic, we did talk about the main event for Night 1 of WrestleMania 38. And according to Reddit user Kermit125, who has broken several big stories over the past few months regarding, WWE and things like that, he is saying that the main event, what will close Night 1 of WrestleMania 38, will not be the SmackDown Women's Championship match between Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. Instead, it will be the Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kevin Owens segment, which is said to be like a confrontation or something like that. So that will be the main event for Night 1 of WrestleMania. That is, of course, unless WWE decides to change things around. But in my opinion, I think that will be the main event of Night 1 on Saturday. The next topic that we discussed was a heated argument between MJF and Tony Khan. And according to Fightful.com, they are reporting that Tony Khan and MJF got into a very heated discussion over the weekend, and both men were frustrated after the argument. And this has to do with the interview that MJF did with Ariel Helwani, where he talked about his contract status, uh, hearing from people in WWE, putting over NXT 2.0, and also Bruce Pritchard. And sources, Fightful.com has stated that the subject matter wouldn't have been a problem, but because MJF did not get the approval by AEW's PR team, there was this led to the confrontation between MJF and Tony Khan. And in my opinion, I highly doubt that anything is going to happen with MJF, just because he's one of the company's top stars. And I think that it was just, I guess, a misunderstanding. And next time he will look to get the approval by Tony Khan and the higher ups in AEW before he does an interview and things like that. So with that being said, guys, that is all the news that we have for today. Make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below regarding all of the topics that we covered today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, and as always, I will see you guys on the next one.